Shouts out to my people. Shouts out to my people sending love, positivity, and good vibes to my people, man. I hope you guys are doing good today. I'm doing great. Today's topic I wanted to break down is just be grateful. Just be grateful. Give it to God. Give your problems to God and just be grateful. I've been going through some stuff right now, and anytime you'll go through, and life's been life, and it's easy to fall off track, to lose track of, your decisions, being accountable, taking accountability for how you got in the situation you got into. A lot of the times when we are in a down place of our life, we have to take accountability all the way down to the thoughts we think, who we've been putting ourselves and our energy around. All these things intertwine. The world is so connected, and it's always a fight between good versus evil. So when you're not controlling your thoughts, when you're not, controlling your vices, making the best decisions, watching what you put out into the world with your frequency, what you're manifesting, like I said, the thoughts you're thinking, all these things fall into line on top of, your relationship with God. Have you been thanking Him? Have you been grateful for Him? Are you focused on the flesh? Are you focused on materialistic things? All these things play a role into your success and where you're going to end up and who you're going to end up being. So you have to really be careful with the people you're around, the thoughts that you think. You got to be careful in it all. And recently, I feel like I haven't fell off, but I definitely been focusing on the wrong things. I've been putting my energy into the wrong things. And any time in life where you got to get realigned, you got to get back, back into your mojo, like it's taken me a few weeks to get back. When something happens to you, now your mind, now you're stressing, your anxiety, you're thinking about all the situations of what went right, what went wrong. I like to say when life is lifing, those are the times that, I'm the most quiet, the most, these are the times where I'm really looking at myself and analyzing what could I control, because that's what God wants you to do. God doesn't want you to put the blame on this person, try to reason with that person. He wants you to be like, you know what? Bump all this what I got going on. I can't call the cops. I can't call my family. I can't call some, I could probably call some friends, but a lot of your friends happy that the shit happening to you on the low. So what God wants you to do is stop, analyze, and realign and get connected with Him. Because when you do that, within the past year, that's exactly what I've been focused on. Just trying to get back in line. If I fall out of line, I got to get back in line with Him, because I know He's going to show me the way. He's going to lead me exactly where I need to be, because there's been times where I thought I knew exactly what I was doing, exactly where I was going. And that's when I opened my eyes and I realized I don't have the control. I gotta stop playing God. I gotta stop getting out of line of where He wants me to go and His vision. And I have to just, fall in line with His plan and what He has for me. And it's so hard because you really have to believe and have faith. And, in a world that is so materialistic and so in your face, it's hard to believe what you can't see. But you must. You must. Because that's what's going to make you grateful. Is when you go through the lessons and you come out of it and God has a blessing just waiting for you. And that's where I'm at right now. I know I'm in a situation where God's been blessing me. I fell out of line of where I need to be. And he's just realigning me right where I need to be so I can get back on track, so I can continuously go further. So be grateful. Be grateful of the ups, the downs, analyze, go back to the drawing boards, because life is going to life. And if you're still alive, if you're still breathing, then that means that God still has a plan. And you just got to buy into that plan. You just have to connect with him and allow him to take you exactly where you need to go. You're going to have to give up some vices. That's exactly what I did. When the shit hit the fan, and you know what? I'm done smoking. That's my biggest vice. You know, I feel like God is like, you have to make better decisions. So instead of living this high life where, you know, you chasing this high, and how many times, especially for the smokers, how many times have you smoked and got high and realized you didn't even really want to be high? You just like the act of smoking, or you're just so locked in to the routine of smoking. Oh shit, before I eat, I gotta smoke. Before I leave, I gotta smoke. When I come back and pull up, I gotta smoke. Oh, my friend pulled up, so we about to roll up. You know, it just becomes a habit. But there's so many times with that happening. You know, with me, I work out, my body be aching. I be getting knots in my back, and I be having to crack my neck, and you know, I be forgetting to do a lot of the things that I need to, because I'm putting this over, you know, what I should be really prioritizing. So when you cut off that vice, you know, it gets you back into exactly where you need to be. And you're not chasing an artificial high. When God has you sober, it may suck because you're not used to being sober, but today's day 3. I quit 2 days ago. It might be day 4. I quit on Monday. Today's Thursday, so today is day 4. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today is day 4. So day 4, not smoking. First day is always the worst day. But I feel like when you're ready, truly ready for something, and you know you're ready, you know, I haven't even been craving it like that. I will be lying to you guys to say, you know, I've been eating edibles to go to sleep at night, but as far as smoke entering my body, I won't lie again. Wednesday, I took 1 puff and I completely dreaded it, because I don't know about you guys, but I've been smoking since I was a freshman in high school, and my bones, you know, they just be hurting. Like, I don't know if I think it's from smoking too much, not being dehydrated. I feel like that is the biggest one, you know, not drinking enough water and stuff like that. But smoking obviously is going to dehydrate your body. The more you do it, you know, and that's the biggest thing with me. Like, I enjoy being actually high, but nowadays, you know, as soon as I smoke, inhale, and it gets into my body, you know, I'll be having to crack my bones, and I'll be having to crack my neck, and I'll be, you know, be feeling like I'm almost like how can I explain it? It's a feeling to the point where it's uncomfortable. Like, I can't even enjoy my high because I'm focused and thinking about, my joints hurt, my back hurts, I crack, I need But when I don't smoke these last 3 days, I haven't even really experienced it. As soon as I took one puff on Wednesday. I'm going to tell you guys the honest to God truth. You know, I'm not going to holler. Took one puff yesterday, and I actually didn't like it. And then I took an edible, and I didn't know if it was the edible that had me, you know, tripping and tweaking a little bit. But yeah, when you stop, you really get to analyze and look at it like, is this really for me? Like, or do I just fall into this routine, into this habit, into this comfort zone of me telling myself that I want it and that I need it, but deep down inside, when I really, you know, analyze it, and is this, you know, I'm losing time, I'm more distracted, I'm more, you know, my energy levels go down. So analyzing the situation, y'all, I'm a big into do whatever makes you happy. I'm not gonna sit here and, you know, I've been smoking dang near every single day since I was an 8th grader, freshman year. You know what I'm saying? So I will never sit here and just, you know, bash that decision of smoking. But I will tell you guys from experience, all I can do is tell you guys my truth and how I feel. And I feel better. On day 4, I'm not smoking. I feel a lot better. I feel more motivated. Energy levels is going up. Appetite is going up. I feel like, you know, my skin's clearing up. I'm eating better foods throughout the day. So, yeah, I feel like, and going back into what I was just saying, you know, we have to make better decisions. The older we get, we can't just sit into these comfort zones, sit into our vices. And, you know, it's the same thing as seeing a person who, you know, oh, I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 16 years old. I smoke a pack a day. And, you know, it comes to a certain point where you just gotta look in the mirror and you just gotta, you know, weigh the options. Like, I got kids, I wanna be here for them, their kids when they get older and stuff like that. And if you're not analyzing and putting your future first, then you're gonna put the present first, and, you know, what you want and how you feel. And you can get lost in that to the point where there's no escape. You know, if you don't stop the things that you need to stop now, these things are going to come back and they're going to haunt you. They're going to hinder you. They're going to they could kill you. You know, smoking a blunt, oh, it's not that bad, but bam, now you got lung cancer. Smoking I smoke every single day, bam. Now, you know, something I can't even say the word, my bad, but something I can't even say, I'll try to do it again. But basically something major will happen to you. And that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking down the line, 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road. You know, I don't want to be walking around with a breath machine, or I don't want to be so wrapped up into my comfort zones to the point where, you know, it hinders other people, it affects other people. So control your vices. Be grateful for all that you're going through, the lessons, the blessings. Connect and get back in line with God, and, you know what your purpose is. You know, recently been getting back on TicTok, making my videos and getting back in, you know, networking and getting more followers, more subscribers, and staying more consistent. And I know that is my lane. I need to stick on that because there's people when I connect, they're like, man, you know, I'm willing to pay you. You give out great advice. Like, you know, there's, I wouldn't say fans, but there are supporters out there that need you, that need me. And when we're not on our game, when we're not sharp and putting down our vices, you know, we're taking away from the things we need to do in our purpose. So Yeah, day four of not smoking, and just really trying to buckle down into really becoming the person we need to become in order to manifest the life that we want. A lot of us will ask for more money, love, certain things, but if you can't even put down a vice, all you want love, all you want to become a millionaire, you want a new house, you want a new car. And it doesn't have to be materialistic, you want peace. Whatever you're asking for, you got to be willing to give up in the same breath. You got to be willing to hold yourself accountable. You got to be willing to not go out, not have a social life, lock back into the bag, not try to impress people. It's so many things you can work on, and either you're getting better or you're getting worse. Either you're into your comfort zones, and eventually those comfort zones will hinder you or hurt you, or you're on your P's and Q's. And that's really why I put down the weed, is because I just get into this comfort zone. Oh, I can do that later, or I got time, or you just fall into these trends, and they're lies. They're just lies that I tell myself. Oh, I got time. Oh, I can do. No, you don't. You don't have time. You don't. Don't lie to yourself. So I'm done ranting. I hope you guys enjoyed the quote. But yeah, be grateful. Be grateful for every single little thing that you go through, and become the best version of yourself to the point where you can help the people around you, no matter what. No matter what you've been through, no matter what, it's time to boss up even more. It's time to let go of whatever you've been through. It's time to grow into the person that you need to become. For so long, I always tell, oh, I'll get there one day. I'm gonna do it. But when? Today's the day. Put down your vices. It might not just be weed. It might be food. It might be your mindset, your attitude, your outlook on life. Get rid of all of it. Get rid of who hurt you. Get rid of the cigarettes. Get rid of the junk food. Get rid of the toxic friends and family. Get rid of every single thing you possibly can in order to level up. Because once God sees, oh damn, he's taking his life serious. He's holding himself accountable. He's staying consistent. That's when the blessing's gonna come. So I love you guys. It's positivity, good vibes. You guys have a blessed, productive, positive day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. We out.